Next one I'm doing is all the intercooler piping. Yeah, 57 mil intercooler piping, which is 2.25 inch diameter. I reckon it's plenty big, considering that the exit on the turbo is only 51 mil, which is 2 inch. So yeah, there is no need to go anything bigger than that. Charge pipes going to throttle body. I'm gonna have this taxi bad boy sitting like this, and then we have to make a new one going from there, something like that, maybe a pie cut in between into here, and we can have a 90 going up in between there into the turbo, and then a 76 mil coming into this enclosure. As you can probably see from my aluminium welding, I've literally done almost no aluminium welding, so it will hold. There is definitely penetration. I've done my research, but they're not very pretty. Honestly, I don't really care. I mean, if I was a professional welder, then yeah, I would, but it's literally one of the first aluminium jobs I've ever done. So if it holds, it holds. So yeah, let's get cracking. Alright, let's make some pie cuts. Pie cut? You may ask, what the hell is pie cut? Well, pie cut is when you cut pieces of pipe in a little pies, and then you can make any angle that you want. Why, you may ask, is because now that all this piping is done, I need to route my my air filter pipe onto the turbo, but I want it in here, like this. I want the filter. So it has to go all the way down like this, and bend over and come in there. So yeah, let's do some pie cuts. And yeah, safety first. I like it. Do you like it? Click like.
Several bad puns later.
In order to make a pie cut, we need to measure our pipe first. We need a middle distance. The pipe is 3 inch, so we're gonna measure 1.5 inch. Then we're gonna draw a line, and then when we cut it, we can simply rotate the pipe and it will give us a perfect angle. We're gonna be making 9-degree pine cuts. For this, we need to cut each side at 4.5 degrees, and together it will be 9. This way we can achieve the best radius. Making a first cut. So we made the first cut. Now what we have to do is rotate it 180 degrees to the markings that we have. And we also need to find Perfect distance for cutting. This distance in here, the thin bit, this will determine the radius of the bend. The smaller this distance is, the smaller the bend we can make. Now we put the stopper. So every next cut will be exactly the same. Gosh, this is really thin. So we have 20 of pie cuts. Yeah, now I need to weld it. So to recap, those are 4.5 degree pie cuts. Well, they're 9 degree pie cuts. 10 of them make 90 degree angle. They're 4.5 on each side, making up to 90. I have 20 of them, so that basically means 2 90s or 180 degrees. So if the pipe goes down, that's about 90. And then we need to clock it like that and then up again. But the beauty with pie cuts is that it's not only the angle. While you're doing the angle, you can actually clock them and at the same time have a compound bend. So yeah, that's a lot of welding.
2 hours later.
Man, that looks pretty. It takes quite a bit of time to actually make it all fit and stuff, but I think that if I can weld it nicely, will work beautifully. And then just need another 45-60 degree there to connect to the filter. Yeah, sometimes I think I'm a bit more than I can chew. Never done aluminium welding, but how hard can it be, right?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
After a whole day of welding, that was a good practice. Let me introduce you. I think that looks spot on. I know some haters might say, yeah, what was the point? He could have just got some bends, but I wanted to practice and I wanted a pie cut pipe. Plus, it's quite a compound curve. There is no way you can do it like that. I mean, look, the diameter is really, really small, and I really wanted it to be like that, and I'm very happy. Very, 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 very happy. Yeah, so now I have to redo the other pipe because that looks crap. Yeah, so that's how you do pie cut. Don't forget to subscribe. Click like if you like it. If you didn't even like it, still click like. And yeah, let's find another job.